Greetings, YouTube. Today's article comes from last month, and it's about a British Columbian teen, 17 years old, who has now admitted to a total of 23 offenses of extortion, public mischief, and criminal harassment. He had a consistent pattern of trying to connect with online gamers, women, many of them fans of the game League of Legends, but when they denied his requests for friend requests, he shut down their internet access, posted their personal information online, repeatedly called them late at night, and contacted the police in their hometown, posing as someone else. Quote, often he would tell the police he was holding a family hostage, had napalm bombs, or had killed someone in the house, unquote. He was essentially spoofing the 911 system so that the police departments did in fact think the phone calls were coming from the home in question. So he intentionally sent SWAT teams, actual real-life SWAT teams, to 23 houses, at least 23 houses. I've heard other sources online that said that it could have happened as many as 40 times, but he may have only had evidence. They may not have had evidence to get him to confess to 23 of them. Sent actual SWAT teams to people's homes, which could have ended up with actual dead people. I am of the opinion this should all be considered as attempted manslaughter, and he should spend the rest of his life in prison. He's 17. That's old enough to know what you're doing is really dangerous. And in fact, Ars Technica has even dug up online footage of the unnamed youth performing one of his swats. So not only was he vicious, misogynistic, hateful, and deranged, while technically adept, apparently not overly wise, because he filmed himself doing this. Apparently, when you've done it 23 times, eventually you figure no one's going to catch you. Now, since this happened in Canada, and he is 17, he is probably never going to see a day in jail. The minimum, he should be banned from internet access for the rest of his life. Or at least given some stripped-down, government-funneled system that only allows him to use things for business purposes. Or paying bills online, something like that. But he should have no access to any social community online ever again. At all. He has proven that he cannot use them. He has tried to kill people through the use of the SWAT teams. In addition, I think he should have to pay for all 23 cases that he has confessed to. Now, I've heard that a SWAT team works out to about $1,000 an hour. And I can't imagine that this process takes less than, say, 3 to 6 hours to get resolved. So, he would be paying for this for the rest of his life, which I've got no problem with. He tried to kill people. He tried to kill women because they wouldn't accept his friend request. I wonder how many fedoras he owns. Is he a card-carrying member of the MRA? Is Paul Elam his superhero? Does he regularly post on A Voice for Men? This is one of the finest examples known to man of male entitlement, of male privilege. That he felt utterly and absolutely that he was entitled to the attention of these women. And when they did not give him his attention, he tried to kill them! But like I said, this is Canada, he's 17, and he's going to walk away. I would be surprised if he actually got his internet access restricted or removed. And I would probably be surprised if he ever got fined for the huge amounts of money that he racked up, blowing taxpayer money, terrorizing families, putting the SWAT teams under incredible stress because they thought they actually had a crime going on. That kind of thing over time will wear your brain down. It will break your spirit. There's a reason that these kinds of officers end up with post-traumatic stress disorders. And little crappers like this are making their lives miserable. Now, I do hope that all of these women sue this kid civilly. Because, let's face it, he has put them under incredible stress. He has harassed them endlessly. He tried to kill them because they refused a friend request. How warped and twisted is that? How entitled. And he's not the only person in the internet doing this kind of thing. I know I've read reports where people have actually been streaming their videos, because people stream videos. I watch Lumen, I watch Gopher. They stream their videos occasionally. Streaming their videos when the SWAT team showed up because someone had swatted them. And again, this could get someone killed. Eventually, it's going to. Of course, on a bigger note, why is it so easy to spoof a 911 system? That's a really good question. Why is the security on those kind of things apparently non-existent? You could float the QE2 through this security system, apparently. I'm just dumbfounded. Some spoiled little boy doesn't get the attention he wants, so he tries to kill the women that didn't give it to him.